Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Today it's going to be a match between Maru and Reynor here on Everdream the Latter Edition. Top right hand corner we have a blue Terran player. It is Maru, or maybe it's cyan colored. And in the bottom left it is an orange Zerg player, Reynor. Okay, so if you're wondering why it's not the standard red versus blue, this is from the war chest that was held last year. I just pulled it out of my replay folder, and it's a long ZVT, so here we go. Holy smokes. Reynor. Wow, Reynor's using a drone to check for proxies. Really respects Maru in that regard. I can tell you what. I don't think I remember the last time I saw a player scout for proxies with a drone. Maybe it was Rogue versus Maru? Yeah, Maru's proxy can be pretty devastating, and even if you hold it off, he can still win. Anyway, 16, 18, 17. Kind of like this orange color for Zerg. And the blue looks nice on the Terran buildings as well. Alright, so it's going to be a Reaper expand here from Maru. Boom. This Reaper's name is Neeper Rain. His goal in life is to get 2 kills. And that's it. Well, okay. Hey, quick news too, if you're watching this and you want to compete in the Falcon Paladin $200 Open that's being held this Sunday, click the link in the description. It's on challenge. You can sign up. This drone too. Wow. I guess checking for a Reaper. I don't even know what that was. That was a weird scout there. Anyway, yeah, $200 Open. Anyone can join if you're a subscriber of the channel, so be sure to hit that subscribe before you sign up. But bottom line, I hit a Patreon goal recently, and I promised to hold a $200 Open tournament. I made that goal before I had a Brood War and a StarCraft 2 channel. And so I'm holding 2 tournaments. I did the last one last Sunday. It was a lot of fun. And now I'm holding the StarCraft 2 one again this Sunday at noon Eastern, okay? So I feel like it's a pretty decent time for my subscribers in, in Europe, in America, in, the Western Hemisphere in general. It's a pretty good time for them on a Sunday. But yeah, sign up for that thing and be here. I'll be casting it live here on this channel at that time as well. So I think that's all the news that you need to be aware of. But check it out. Alright, so Reaper does not get 2 kills. Neeper Rain, unfortunately, not going to work out for him at all, which is kind of a bummer, but he's still alive, actually. We still have some chances for him to get something done here as the combat drugs heal him up. Is that a 3rd CC? That is a... Yep, that is a sub 3-minute 3rd CC out of Maru. What else do we expect from this guy, though? Is this our guy, or is there another? Yeah, that's our guy. Okay, I think he could have probably picked off a couple of those slowlings, but they were being protected by a queen fairly effectively. 3rd base coming up closer to 3 minutes than 2:30, but I think that's going to be just fine for Reynor. Again, Reynor is the current world champion. I don't know if they're officially giving him that designation, but nobody else is the world champion for 2020, so like it's got to be the dude, I think, who won Katowice, right? Katowice was the final event for the 2020 season. It had all of the best players there. He won the whole darn thing. I mean, to qualify for Katowice, it required you to have, a certain number of points from all the events throughout the year. It's just like how they used to do BlizzCon, except it's just not BlizzCon anymore. And anyway, Reynor's the world champion in 2020 as far as I am concerned. So Neeper Rain is here with his 2 Hellion buddies. Maybe they can help him get a couple kills. But look, Queens are the mortal enemy of everybody here. Hellions and Reapers hate Queens with an absolute passion. Stim on the way from Maru, a couple more Hellions, but the stim indicates we're not going into mech. We're going to be doing some bio play here, and I think that is going to be just fine here out of the Terran player. Should be able to keep Reynor on his toes without question. Yeah, you might have noticed my most recent casts, I'm sounding kind of off, and I sound sick. That's because I was sick. I'm about 90% today, I think. Every once in a while, I'll hack up, just like, blah, 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 just like hack up some phlegm. But otherwise, I'm feeling okay. My voice seems to be back to normal for the most part, and this should be a good time. Man, if you didn't... I'm just kind of going back through my archives of replays and finding stuff I wasn't able to cast initially. Just because I had, 47 replays I wanted to cast and only 20-something slots for them in the month. Anywho, if you missed Neeb versus Scarlet on Monday, you should definitely check that one out. If you like PvZ, it's a ridiculous game. Like, if you haven't watched it, I don't want to spoil anything, but it really has some crazy moments there. As the Hellions kind of try to YOLO in there, but not really. Is our Reaper guy get any kills? Dang it, Reaper guy. Come here. How does he still have 0 kills? He was in there. He was in amongst the units. Well, he assisted on some anyway, I guess. Baneling Nest coming on the way from Reynor. Not going for Roach Ravager, as we sometimes see at this stage of the game versus the Terran. But at this stage going for the Lings and the Banes and the whatnot. And the third base is landed, and it's an orbital, and that's just so fast timing for Maru. Third base is up. I don't know what that Liberator was trying to do, but she has 0 kills. She got shoved away pretty quickly. Wherever she tried to come in, that was really... It's very rare to see a Liberator at this stage of a game like be fleeing the scene with a lot of HP missing and have 0 kills. Usually she can pick up 1 or 2 before she has to get out of there. Anyway, Lings are going to try to hit what they think is the third base here, but it's the third base on the low ground. Yeah, traditionally third base on Everdream is right here. Interestingly, well, I don't know. Neither option is like incredible for anybody. Especially not Zerg, but anywho, the Lings are being aggressive, man. Is he waiting for centrifugal hooks? Like, what's he doing with these Zerglings? I don't know. I love the 5th base out of Reynor, though. I think getting a 5th base at this point is fantastic. It's a beautiful timing when the Terran really can't do much to punish it at all. So here comes a drop. We're going to land outside of the creep where the Queens are going to be able to scout us, I think. No, they can't. Now they do. Run! Oh, Queen's dying. Queen's dying. Again, that Queen just removed itself from the game entirely. Yeah, this base should be fine. There's a lot of Lings here, and there are Banelings present, so yeah. Just getting on out. Plus, the Lings do have 1-1, which is incredibly good against these 1-0-0 Marines. 1-1 is finishing up here, but that engagement would have gone extremely poorly. This is so many Zerglings. He's trying... I feel like he's trying to go for a run-by, and look, there's a tiny window right here, but he doesn't have vision on it. If he could run in there with those Lings, that'd be such a problem for Maru. Meanwhile, Hellions are here. They did not YOLO sacrifice themselves earlier. So they're going to be here. They're going to try to give chase, give a lot of fights as well. And here we go. They're Hellbats. Our Reaper is in the mix. No way he survives this. He's out in front and everything. That's where Banelings connect first. He's out in front. Oh, the Lings got the run-by I was looking for. Oh, this is bad. All these Marines are dead. That tank is dead. On the other side, though, Reynor's 4th base dies, but he's willing to sack that because he has another base down here, and he's getting a lot of damage done over this way. Man, SCVs are forced to pull in here to fight at the same time against 1-1 Lings. Not a good look, but they were necessary to help with that, and it's 13 SCVs killed. Our Reaper dies. I don't think he even got those 2 kills. Hang on, I'm just going to back it up for Reaper purposes. Where'd he go? Here he is. So yeah, the things happening on the other side. The Reaper's at the... Oh my gosh, the Reaper's way at the front. Okay, he got 1 kill. Oh, give him a kill. Give him 2 kills. Hey, Ream got 2 kills. That's his life goal. Oh, I'm so happy for him. And then he just gets obliterated by Lings and Queens. The Banelings don't even bother on him because they know he's not worth it. That's incredible stuff. Alright, so the Hellbats are in trouble. Why are they engaging with Queens? I don't know. Off creep, Reynor feels extremely confident in this, and he does clean up most of the stuff on the ground. There's a bit of a pickup here. These medevacs are getting... Yep, medevac died. Where are my death animations in this replay? I don't know. But the Lings all get cleaned up. 18 SCVs died, though. I kind of feel like Reynor is in a fantastic position despite losing that 4th base. He's got a 5th base rolling. He's replacing his 4th base. The Lings are counterattacking because what else are they going to do at this point? It's a pretty short rush distance here as Everdream. So if you want to get from like your dead 4th base... Oh, he made Banelings out of a couple of those Lings. Sneaky. A couple more SCVs die. But yeah, if you want to rush from here to here, it's really not that far on the minimap, all things considered. Drilling Claws are coming in. A Lurker Den on the way. Reynor is one of the players, if not the player, that pioneered making Lurkers versus Terran. It's hard. I don't think every elite Zerg player can do it. Lurkers versus Bio, I should be just more specific here. Lurkers versus Mech, sure. That's easy. Everybody can pull that off. But Lurkers versus Bio, it's just, you have to use them a certain way, right? You want to toss up Nidus networks and bases, pop out Lurkers, kill stuff, go back in the Nidus. If you get caught out in the open, the Marines and Marauders will slaughter you for the most part if you don't have any support of Lings and Banes. So we'll see how this goes. Hive is on the way, pushing in. Creep Tumors getting picked off by Maru. Resources lost 5,000 to 4,000. Creep 2 miles getting destroyed. And Medevac heading to the south. Guess quick plug while we have a second here. FalconPaladin.store. It's a place you can go to get Falcon Paladin merch, including t-shirts with the StarCraft 2 channel logo, if you're into that sort of thing. Baneling drops 16 SEVs killed. Wow. Okay. Reynor is in complete control of this game. Up 179, 185 with a 140. Yeah, FalconPaladin.store. You can check out the prices in most currencies on Earth. If you want to see your local currency pricing, you can do that. Also, just a reminder, I'm here 5 times a week. Okay, so if you're like, I haven't seen a Falcon post in some time, it's because YouTube's not showing them to you. Alright, so just come right to my channel, just search Falcon Paladin, StarCraft 2, that should work. And yeah, I'm here again 5 times a week. Hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell if you don't want to miss casts. I'm here for you. I love you all very much. Hydralisk Den gets focused and killed. Oh, that was very close. That was very close to everybody dying, but they got the Hydralisk Den already being replanted. Adrenal Glands, Seismic Spines on the way, and this base is in a lot of trouble again. 5 drones going down again. Maru is a comeback king. He is someone who can be on the back foot majorly and then win the game anyway longer down the line. He's just good at getting really good trades over and over again. Maru has already got a 4th base rolling. He's back up to 73 workers. The income has been favoring Reynor fairly heavily over the last 5 minutes ever since that huge hit to the SCV count. But, you know, he's not doing too poorly. He comes and tries getting the Hydralisk Den. Can't quite pull that off. I mean, the spawning pool. He got the Hydralisk Den. Getting the spawning pool. Unload, heal up. The poor medevacs are just about out of energy, too. And that's a pickup scenario. Ready, set, pick up. Oh, but he wasn't looking over here. No! Oh, no, Maru. Everybody dies because your attention was elsewhere. That hurts. 18. What are we doing? What? 23? What's happening? Oh, he was Widowmine dropping. He was Widowmine dropping while he wasn't paying attention to those Marines. Oh, and Reynor was busy trying to kill. Oh, wow, this game. This game is phenomenal. Widowmine's getting serious hits. Man, Terrans, if you're not using Widowmines, 17 kills on that one. If you're not using Widowmines against Zerg, what are you doing with your life? They're good against everything that the Zerg player has. Everything the Zerg player has is weak to Widowmines. Every single unit, except maybe Lurkers or maybe Hydras. But everything else, gosh dang it. Plus, they can be perma-cloaked. I mean, it's just good unit here. See, you burrow the Widowmines. They take some Baneling shots for you. Gives you some time to load on up and get the heck on out of there. All is good. Spire on the way from Reynor. Resources lost. 8,000 for Maru. 10,000 for Reynor. A bit of a counterattack here of Lings, Banelings, Vipers, and Lurkers. Abducting the tanks into this would be pretty amazing. I don't know if he has the range for that, but let's kill the missile turret first. I like the patience. And then you can go in and maybe abduct the tanks a little bit. He's thinking about this. Yeah, there you go. Abduct. Tanks are dead. They can't unsiege and get out of there in time, so they're definitely toast. Reynor pushing on the other side as well. Widowmine gets a huge hit. Oh, but supply depots are getting mowed down here, too. Is that enough to supply block Maru? It certainly is enough to supply block Maru. And this third base, it is not a planetary fortress, so suddenly Baneling connections are amazing. Hydralisks are showing up. And it's 180 to 151 supply. A supply block for Maru. It's not a heavy one, but it's pretty bad. 12 SCVs going down at the same time. Reynor's units are so fast. And they have the upgrades, man. They have the 2-2 rolling for him right now. 3-3 is on the way. That tank is dead. Reynor is just putting the foot down on this game. Just pedal to the metal, and then he decides to go ahead and pull on back there. So that's fine. That is totally fine. Personal cloaking on the way. Yeah, ghosts, steady targeting. We're hearing the female ghost die earlier versus these lurkers is a good way to handle them. Honestly, late game, if you're facing up against a Zerg player and you don't have ghosts, you're probably going to lose. I think is how that works. Just the steady targeting ability versus lurkers versus broodlords versus ultralisks versus any of the really scary units is going to be just totally invaluable, right? You've seen it. You've seen it over and over in these casts and games that you've watched. Okay, well, the Banelings are kind of stuck on the low ground here. That's never... Oh, they're just going to go in this mineral line and kill everybody. That's probably overkill, but by golly, 22 SCVs down. They're going to manually detonate. Are they going to manually detonate? They don't. They decide not to kill the ghosts manually. It's kind of hard to see where they are anyway because they were cloaked. But that is 71 SCVs down in this game. 71 SCVs down. Maru's still at 53 through some miracle of his macro godlike skills. This base is not dead because it was attacked by Banelings, but maybe we just hit it? Nope, that's a nice lift. Oh, the SCV is coming back to work. Oh, pulls him back at the same time. Just in the nick of time there. Lurkers setting up here at Maru's attempt at a 5th base. It's dangerous. It's dangerous stuff. The problem is lurkers with seismic spines outrange the ghosts, and steady targeting is a channeled spell. And so if you interrupt that channel with your spines, then you can't get it off. So it is tricky to handle lurkers with ghosts. You kind of want to send units in first to absorb. Alright, well, hard to absorb when this stuff is happening. Planetary down. I think Reynor's got this thing. I mean, we're at 16 minutes. I feel like we have some ways to go. Again, Maru is the comeback king of the century. I'm not sure if there's anybody on Earth who's better at coming back from being in a terrible position like this than Maru. He's at 134 to 199 supply. Resources lost are still favoring Maru overall, but when the income tab looks like this, it doesn't matter if Reynor is making bad trades. Right? He's still getting ahead. He's killing bases. He's killing workers. Maru can't keep up with it. Reynor even has a bank he's rolling with right now. Maru needs to make some disgustingly good trades with his units. As a top left base is coming in from Reynor, that's going to be 7th, my gosh, 8th base for him. An 8th base for Reynor. Come on. Man, this is the first ZVT I've seen in a while where it just feels like the Zerg is completely overpowered and on top. EMPs on the Vipers is about as best you can do here to prevent those Adducts. The Adducts are really important to this as well. See, steady targeting and some Marauder shots on those Lurkers. They're not invincible. They can be killed. It just takes a certain level of skill that Maru has. Did he lift? I don't know where he had this orbital, but okay, that's why you make extra bases towards the end of the game. Or towards the mid to late game. It's so that you can do this stuff. That's awesome. Alright, well, flyer attacks on the way. Do we have any Mutalisks? No, he's like, I don't know what to do with the upgrades. To be honest with you, I've got 3/3. I guess he's not working on +3 missile attack. It is kind of weird, considering how many lurkers he has, which is 3 at this point, I guess. Maybe a tech switch into Broodlords would be interesting. Bottom right base for Reynor is coming up. Sun. Looking good. Maru's replacing his 5th base. He doesn't really have enough to stop the onslaught here, though, unfortunately. Banelings are being absorbed on the Marauders a little bit there, but oh, the Lings are cleaning up the SCVs. The tanks are going down. The Ghosts are trying to deal with the remaining Hydralisks as much as possible. Lurkers burrowing into a vulnerable spot over here, but nope. The Marauders get rid of them quite easily, but look at the number of Lings rallying in. Nathanius was here. He has now left the game. He cannot bear to see his favorite Terran buddies get beat like this. It seems like, okay, maybe that's not true. Maybe he just disconnected. But nevertheless, Reynor, that's just such a gutsy place to expand to. That's funny stuff. Widow Mines get absorbed by the early Lings. A brilliant move out of Reynor. Planetary Fortress going down. 12, 13, 14. We are at 100 SCVs down, ladies and gentlemen. 110 SCVs have been killed. I did some quick maths in my head and figured that out. Are you proud of me? Hit that like button if you are proud of me. This has been a scrappy game But man, Reynor just keeps going for body blow after shot to the chin after shot to the head. And Maru's taking them. He's not down for the counts. He's taking the hits. But they are taking their toll on the Terran player as well. They might be able to... You're going to get this hatch. But the question is, do they just get enveloped in Zerg because they're far enough on the creep? Reynor, I don't think, even cares. Yeah, this is where the problems come in. Blinding Cloud on the siege tanks. The ghosts are running for it, but now we have so many banelings. It doesn't matter if you split. We're still going to kill you. That is a GG. And Reynor is your winner here in 19 minutes and 49 seconds. Again, I think it was pretty much over at the 16-minute mark, but yeah, it took another 3 minutes for Maru to kind of figure out where he was. He didn't have any kind of a bank. He was at 50 total supply. Reynor had a 3,000 bank and was maxed out. And just, I mean, army supply 97 to 23. You can do a lot with Marines and Marauders and Medivacs, but not that much, as we have discovered. Yeah, he had 4 Marines, 4 Marauders, and 4 Ghosts. What interesting symmetry. 30 SCVs on the field to 102 drones. 37 drones died, which you'd be like, yeah, that's great. But then you lose 110 SCVs, and suddenly it's not so good. Yeah, 2 hatches went down, but 2 planetaries got killed, which a 1-to-1 ratio of bases lost is not good for a Terran versus a Zerg. 17 lurkers did die, and I mean, look, Reynor did lose more stuff than Maru did, 42,000 to 34,000. He just made more stuff. He made 600 lings. Well, let's see. Yeah, about 600 lings. They all died, except for 16 left in the game. 105 banelings died. I mean, it's a lot of dead Zerg here for sure, but he just had enough to win with it. And this is sort of the, So yeah, I'm a little bit stunned. It's been a while since I've seen Maru so thoroughly outclassed in a single game like this, but considering Reynor is the current reigning world champion, maybe it's not too surprising. Anyway, that's going to be it for me. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw, what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.